Welcome to episode 48 of Live with the Glitter Practitioner. That is me, Dr. Noopy. Thank you so much for joining me today on this May Day. It's incredible. 1st of May, first day of spring, officially, I think. Anyway, for those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Noopy Aurora. I am a general practitioner, a GP, family physician in the UK. And I'm also a spiritual and transformation life coach. I'm also a soon to be published, I can't speak today, and I'm not even having my usual tipple of fizz. I'm actually drinking no Secco, which is no alcohol Prosecco. And I'm using a placebo effect and pretending it's the real stuff. Anyway, I digress. I am a spiritual and transformation life coach, as well as a soon to be published author, and also a speaker. And what really lights me up, either when I'm working with my clients and with patients, it's really showing other people how to recognize their whole self-health needs, mind, body, and soul, as well as realigning them, keeping them replenished and topped up. Because when your mind, body, soul needs are in balance, that is when you really truly are limitless in your own potential. How? Well, if you understand what your needs are, you are taking ownership of them, protecting them, doing the things that literally fizz you up, that make your heart sing and make your soul sparkle. Oh, I can hear that crackle, sorry. That's when you're really truly living your bestest life. And that's what I show through my F list, which is my holistic framework, a holistic prescription. And I think the best way of showing you the process really and how it feels to work through the F list and really transform, my amazingly talented soul gangster bro, Devon James Stinson, created this brand story, Follow the Light, and it's just so beautiful. It's very soothing. So without further ado, Mr. Producer, please could we have the brand story?
Follow the light through the storm. And this is not a light that warns, it's a light that forms on the pathway ahead. So you can maneuver around disaster instead of getting stopped by the obstacles. It just takes changing the obstacles. And then the impossible turns to possible. And then the storm lifts. You're no longer adrift. Breathe, focus, you've got this. Ahead you see a figure, a kind soul, and on the inside it feels like you might glow. Your endless cycles of cyclones have been turned to a breeze that just slightly blows. You're adorned with glitter, where you literally feel like a kid again. And this is when you realize how much of your life you've missed. And then you talk more with Dr. Noopy Aurora, who will holistically change your aura, where you and the new you won't be like strangers. No, you'll be like friends. Because this whole process is simply life-changing. So if you're feeling frazzled and you want to find your fizz and dazzle, then book a call with Dr. Noopy Aurora by messaging her right here on LinkedIn.
Oh, I do love that. I was trying to stay focused with my interpretive dance and I couldn't help it. So some fabulous people. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Susanna. Hi, Mary. Hi, Amber. Hi, David. Thank you. Hi, Nicole. Thank you. And I think without further ado, I am going to bring on my amazing, beautiful guest who I recently connected with through a mutual friend. Lachelle Adkins, America's Supermom. So Chris Kissel, come on down.
Hello, hello. I'm so
Welcome.
glad to be in Sparkle with you.
Oh, welcome, and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining me.
It's a pleasure. It is a pleasure. And I must say, I had to get dressed up in my Mother of the Bride dress because it had to be sparkly. Yes. She is so sparkly. I've got my sparkly earrings on. And it's not quite as late. I'm in the US as where you are. So I appreciate what you do. And I love how we met.
Yeah, I know. It was incredible. By the way, I love what you're wearing. I love it. It's stunning. I love that color, actually, deep navy. In fact, we are on the same kind of tones together.
Yeah,
unplanned.
We're not clashing. Let's put it that way.
No, not at all. I'm matching my brand colors tonight, actually,
That's
including my eyes. I don't know if you can see.
Yes, I noticed they were glittery.
Always. So, Chris, tell everybody a little bit about you, what you do.
Well, I'm Chris Kissel, and I've been in health and fitness for 40 plus years. However, I got to take somewhat of a detour with my passion because last June, my daughter got married, June of 22. And we had a year and a half to plan this wedding. And as Mother of the Bride, which I've never been, I was kind of in a quandary of what is my real role? What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to find out how to do these things and how to make it work with my daughter so we're not button heads and all this and that. And we had an incredible wedding experience. And I wanted to share that with a lot of moms that might not be on that wonderful path. So I created the Bride Mom Club.
Wow.
So it came out of a passion and as a healthcare provider and stuff, I love nurturing people and I love being a mom. And it just got downloaded to me as a passion to help other mothers have an exceptional journey with their bride-to-be daughters.
Oh, that's just so gorgeous. Tell me a little bit more about the Bride Mom Club.
Okay. I think that's what we have in common because the Bride Mom Club stands on 6 pillars. And my pillars are all F's. And I know you have all F's in your pillars. So when we first...
How excited. I know. How excited.
We met through Lachelle Adkins, America's Supermom.
Yeah.
It was just a discovery call kind of with Lachelle, but she brought the two of us on and we just hijacked the whole call. I don't know if Lachelle got any words in edgewise. And then we had another call after that. It's like, we've got so much in common. We've got to collaborate. So anyway, I'm digressing now.
Go for it.
My 6 pillars are frame of mind, which I think is the most important when you're doing any kind of journey of any sort. Fitness, which is my expertise. Fashion, which I think is so fun. Yes. Finance, which I'm not that great at, but it's very important.
Neither am I, really.
So I'm bringing in the experts, but my daughter, oh my gosh, she did an amazing job with her budget. So she's my expert. And we have faith because marriages come from all different faiths and way to do it and all that. So we explore all the ways you can have a wedding. And then fundamentals, which are like the flowers, the invitations, the venue, all that stuff. And so through the Bride Mom Club, I bring in master classes with professionals. And these professionals speak for 15 minutes so you don't get too totally bored with the little interview. About a specific topic, and they educate you. And then you also have a value add of being able to communicate further with these people. They're offering special gifts. They're offering special discounts on their services. And it's just a well-rounded place to get connected to all the people you need to make that journey just wonderful.
Wow. That's beautiful. And also, I think I mean, the bride, it's obviously it's her day, but I think so much as a mum, I mean, my daughter nowhere near marriage age at all yet. She's only 14. But I can imagine, of a certain age, you kind of lose confidence a little bit. Perimenopause, menopause, all of these things really affect how you view yourself. And it's almost, you're coming into an age, I feel like a bit of a granny, but you're wise, you're entering your wisdom years. I have no idea when that is happening for me, but it's this air of wisdom. I think I'll always be a big kid, basically, and I'll be that mother who's like got glitter everywhere.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with always being the kid.
No.
Keep your curiosity. That's my goal in life, is to stay curious, stay childlike. That is so important. That's part of the frame of mind. If you're not curious about something you're running into and you just put in your head, well, this is what it is, it becomes an obstacle, right?
Yeah. And you're meant to live your life with fizz and passion and joy. And it's when you're attuned to that, that's my elixir to life. It truly is. It's what keeps you young.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm getting younger as I get older in years. And it is that curiosity, very similar to part of my F list too.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I got so excited though when we first met, and you were telling me about your. I think I literally screamed, "Oh, I've got that too! I've got an F list like this." So we were like, "Oh, tell me yours and tell me mine." So it's very similar. I don't think I have finance on mine actually.
Well, that's okay. You probably don't need it. It's not my favorite. Okay.
Yeah. It's budgets.
We're healers. We're not like
finance. Yeah, we're not.
And I love it. Yes. But with this wedding experience, like you said, it is the bride's big day, but the mom has to know her role. And there's different brides want different moms to have played different roles in this. So we discuss that quite regularly in Frame of Mind, how to communicate with your daughter, how to discover really what she's expecting you to do and what she's expecting you not to do. And also how to say in a nice way, if you maybe don't think that's a good idea, but you know what? It's ultimately their day. But my job is to get the bride mom, the mother of the bride, camera ready for the big day. Because the thing is, cameras don't lie. And if you're not your true, authentic self from the inside out, there's no amount of makeup that is going to cover up what's going on inside. And my goal is to have you show up just be exuding joy. And that's how I felt the day. That's how I felt. Yeah. The day of my daughter's wedding, it was just all I had to do. We got to the point, all I had to do was show up and smile and just it was so amazing. And
you're gonna make me cry. I'm so honestly, I cry at the drop of a hat these days, but just even thinking about weddings, I get really I go all dreamy, emotional. It's beautiful.
Every girl has their dream wedding in their head. And this way, I just keep getting to live it with this Bride Mom Club. It's just amazing to talk to these mothers of the brides and to see all the interesting different things people are doing and people are sharing and all that. But, you and I, what we have in common is the health part. You've got to be good from the inside out. You've got to have that feeling of joy, but that doesn't happen unless you're really comfortable with your own self.
Yes.
And your glitter shows through, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. And it's when you are really in tune with your needs and you really are following your passions, your purpose, and you are taking ownership. That's the thing. And this can happen at any age, but what more beautiful way to enjoy your family. And I can't imagine actually what a beautiful moment it must be to see your kids get married, to be there and be a part of that. I just think it would just be stunning. And I know for a fact for myself, we are our own worst critics. We really are. And as a woman, specifically, it's always body image and, oh, I'm not thin enough. I'm not slim enough. Oh, my face is too big. What was I doing to you in the green room? I was like,
Yes.
oh no, does my face look really big like this? Or shall I leave it all down? And it's terrible. But this stems from years of not feeling good enough and feeling if I was slimmer, I'd be this or this. And it's ingrained and it takes time to sort of really blast it. And, you are who you are. Your beauty is from inside and you literally can radiate that out. And I think that is crucial, I think, for anybody, actually.
Yes. And I will say, you do feel better when you're slimmer, or you do feel
Yeah,
better
you
when you
do.
look in the mirror, and
Yes.
and that's what you want to see. And I want to
Yeah.
tell you, when I looked in the mirror a year ago, January, I saw an extra 20 pounds on myself that I'm like, I don't think this is what I want to see in the wedding pictures. And I, being a personal trainer, I'm a physical therapy worker, I'm an energy worker, I'm all this, but that little 20 pounds at the age of 65 kind of crept up on me. And
Yeah.
I thought, and that was the ticket. It was like, I'm not going to be in the wedding pictures because, plus I have a photography background. I am not going to show up in these wedding pictures because they become family heirlooms. They don't go away. They're
Yeah.
not going anywhere. And you have
Yes.
to
And
be
there's nothing
as
worse than,
another bride.
yeah, and there's nothing worse than having a look back at pictures and going, oh my God, look at me. Why didn't anybody, I should have done this or I should have done that. It's
Yeah.
about really owning who you are and being able to look in the mirror and go, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so when you do look in the mirror and you don't have that feeling like I did,
Yeah.
in 4 months, I achieved my goal. I learned how to do what I do, and that's incorporated in our program. There is a fitness and a fat loss aspect to our program. We have great experts on all that. And there's programs you can get involved in to help you get to your goal weight. And that's one of the things that are included in the Bride Mom Club. We're going to give you all the tools that you need to get to that wedding and to get in those wedding pictures. And I'm hoping, Dr. Newby, that you will be one of those tools as well, because the mindset, the health, it has to all go together. What do you say? Body, soul, and spirit, or
Mind. I always say mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. That is what you have to have. You have to have all three, right?
Yes, absolutely. And it's looking at the whole picture. It's how I practice medicine. It's whole person, heart-centered care. And it really is tuning in from here. And I guess sharing with other people their physical needs, emotional, psychological, and spiritual. And that's the whole aspect. And it's the tweaks, it's the tiny things that can be adjusted, and it's baby steps. I love the sound. Do you have to be like a bride of a mom to be part of the club?
No. And what my goal is, I mean, anybody can join. But what my goal is,
I'll just pretend.
Yeah. Well, it's never too early. So you've got a 14-year-old. One day you will be the mother of the bride. And I tell you, why not get started now so you're totally ready? You got this. But my goal for this club is to bring in a community of women that want to stick with it. I have a nominal annual fee for this club. It's just one annual fee. And I'm hoping that sometimes people will join again the next year to get all these great tips, because it is mind, body, and soul. You're getting tips for a better life. It's not all about what wedding invitations to get or what flowers to order. That's just a teeny tiny part of it. It's how to communicate with the wedding vendors. It's how to communicate with your daughter. It's how to communicate with your new son-in-law. How to meld those two families together.
In-laws as well. Yes. It's like meet the Fockers.
Yes, I'm so blessed because we melded into this wonderful, large. My daughter had the big fat Greek wedding. And they just embraced us in every aspect, pulled us in. They had already done it before, so we kind of just followed along as far as the details. And if it's your mindset about joining these two families, it's all about your mindset, and you can make it work no matter what it is like.
Yes, yes. And I know what you mean. It's just it's a community, isn't it? And that's the beauty of this. I'd be honored to come and talk to
Well, you're getting on my
whenever.
calendar, lady. You are on my calendar. And what happens with this Bride Mom Club is that you join, and then you have access to all these little master classes, like one Dr. Nupi is going to give us. And you
Indeed.
can pick and choose which ones you want to learn about at what time. And then you're going to have a VIP list to draw from to get all your discounts and get all of the freebies that we're going to offer you. And like I was starting to say, I want it to be a community of women, so you guys can communicate. You can bring on new friends. You're all in this together, okay?
Yeah.
And as I have stepped out and gone through the wedding experience, I want to share. So you might want to be there and want to share what worked and what didn't work with the rest of our group. So I want to have a big sense of community. I do have a big sense of community in this group.
I think you're going to get so busy. Seriously, it's going to go through the roof. I just know it. I
And
loved everything.
Yeah, the way we're talking is because this is brand new, guys. This is
Yeah.
brand new. It's my baby right now. So it's just launching now. And we're all ready for you. We're all ready.
Oh, and how can people get hold of you?
Thebridemomclub.com.
Yeah. Okay.
Just get on that, and there's all the information you need to join. And there's the 6 pillars are in there, and there's a little blurb about each pillar to get you going, to give you some information before you even join. We've got that information set up for you on all those 6 pillars.
Amazing. And in terms of, how long people can, you mentioned, it's an annual fee, and you can and that's it. And you can just tap in and dip in as often as you want to.
Exactly. And you can come back year after year if you love all the experts I'm bringing you, because you will. I know you will.
Oh, and do you do, the energy work you were saying earlier? So do you recommend services to people, or is it more that you can access the masterclasses and do things that way? Or is there you can refer people to other services and recommendations?
I'm going to be mostly the networker on this. So, and that's another one of my passions. I love networking. So people just drop into my life like you did constantly. And I pick up on their good skills, and I'm like, okay, we're going to use this skill. And I do healing touch as the form of energy work I do. And I do have a way to let people access healing touch providers. There's all forms of energy work. So we might have different energy workers on, people that do things online. It's all going to evolve around your needs, and any comments that somebody would love to get a hold of me and just comment, like, I really would like to know more about this in the Bride Mom Club, or I would like to know more about this. Or if you are an expert like Dr. Newby, get a hold of me through LinkedIn. I'm Chris Kissel in LinkedIn. You've got this feed, and get a hold of me, because I love to collaborate with people.
Yes. And when we first met, actually, we were just chit-chatting away, and it was very much connecting, wasn't it? And that's your superpower as well. It's connecting and seeing things, because you're the one who said, oh, I think for myself you could do this, or have you thought about this? And I'm like, no, I haven't actually. It's great.
I love brainstorming. We got into a major brainstorming session.
Yeah, we did.
I never have an outcome or agenda. I just know something good's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. They're all literally sparkly, and it's just, ooh, we were both tingling top to toe. It was like, oh, I just love that when it happens. Really do. Oh, I'd love to see. You must show me actually some wedding pictures. I'd love to see them.
Yeah. There's several on my Instagram. I'm also Chris Kissel one on Instagram, so you can go there and find as many wedding pictures as you like. But the on my website, the Bride Mom Club, a lot of those pictures are from the wedding, the actual wedding, and we had a fabulous photographer. And there's so many cool ways to do your photography packages, and so I will have photographers on talking about that as well.
Amazing. And any last words you'd like people to know? It goes so quickly. It feels like we've literally been on for about 5 minutes. Don't you think?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
crazy.
We're both good talkers.
Yeah. Can't shut us up, basically. It's like, tell me about this. Tell me about this. Anything else you wanted to cover today? I'm trying to
Just
think
that
what we said.
your daughter's never too young for you to be getting ready for her wedding. And I just think
Okay.
it's what we provide for you in the Bride Mom Club. It's such a fun experience just for your whole mental health, for being a mom in general. We're
Yeah.
going to give you tips on being the best mom ever. And then you get to walk down the aisle at your daughter's wedding, just exuding joy.
Beautiful. I mean, what more could you want, really? Truly, it's gorgeous. And any last tips for people? Any last sort of parting words?
My best tip to give you is to nail down what your daughter expects you to do as her helper, as the mother of the bride for the wedding. So nail down that role, get it perfectly clear so you're not overstepping your bounds or you're not helping enough.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I can't wait to come and do the webinar for you and the workshop. It sounds brilliant.
Yeah, well,
Thank
we do
you.
all these fun little master classes, and I learn, and I just have fun doing them all.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will come and join you in the green room, so don't go anywhere.
Well, thank you for having me. I just feel truly honored.
Oh, that's just, I feel all romantic now. I love it. I think I want to watch Father of the Bride. I've got that song literally just going in my brain now. Thank you for joining me for this episode. And just as a reminder, you can find me on LinkedIn every Monday at 8 o'clock GMT, which is 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. And you can also find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. That's where, as under the Glitter Practitioner. Direct message me, or you can also book in with my Calendly link, which is pretty much all over LinkedIn on my About Me section. And just as a little reminder, I am also co-hosting every Friday with my amazing superstar brother, Aaron Gibson, Soul Man Live, and it's just been incredible. And thank you everybody who have been commenting, turning up to support us. It's phenomenal. So until next week, have a great week. Happy May Day and see you soon. Bye.